Steve Schmidt knocked this one out of the park when it comes to both Biden's family and about Donald Trump going down. Check this out. Let's take it on the other side.
What do you say to Trump critics who look at this and think, how was time even spent litigating someone else's family when you look at the hornet's nest of corruption and pay to play, an indicted campaign chair in Steve Bannon, record-breaking first-term indictments criminally of any president, either party in history, and you're discussing Joe Biden's family?
Well, great question. I think the majority of the country thinks it's ludicrous. This is the most corrupt president in the history of the country, bar none, with the most corrupt family in the history of the presidency. One can look at the awarding of the trademarks by the Chinese government to Ivanka Trump, or we could look about the disclosure of the Chinese bank accounts that Donald Trump has, the fact that he pays more in taxes to the Chinese. But the larger point is when you marvel at the corruptness of the Trump family, Joe Biden has been clean. No one's ever made ethics allegations against Joe Biden. I helped run a campaign against Barack Obama and Joe Biden. There's nothing there, clean as a whistle. You know, Joe Biden was someone who lived a very middle-class life, never made more than $167,000 a year in all of his government service, and he was annually ranked as the least wealthy United States senator. It's all complete and total BS. And you know, I have a bridge to sell you if anybody buys, the idea that Donald Trump is concerned about corruption there. It's just, it's absurd. But, it is an alternate reality that comes out of Fox News. Between the end of the debate and coming on with you, I have had a chance to watch the Borat movie. And I will tell you this, Rudolph Giuliani's career in American life has come to its end. He is disgraced, and he is the architect of the smears against Hunter Biden, as we all know. And the idea that Rudy Giuliani, and everybody will understand what I'm talking about before very long, is to be taken seriously or credibly, and he shouldn't have been at all for a long time before this moment, but he certainly won't be in the last week of the campaign, which of course will begin with Donald Trump storming out of the 60 Minutes interview. Ari, this is all going down. The poll numbers are collapsing. The stench of defeat lingers all around this. You can look at the sniping, the panic inside Republican Washington as they're on the precipice of losing the Senate majority and the White House because the bill for Trumpism is coming due. And throughout that debate tonight, Joe Biden drew blood and held Donald Trump accountable for his profound incompetency in the discharging of his duties as president of the United States.
You can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. The stench of defeat is about to come. But again, as I tell everybody who's listening to this, the stench of defeat can only come if you not take anything for granted. You have to go out there and vote. As you can see from the debate that occurred today, we cannot survive as the America we know America to be with an incompetent president, an evil president like we have today. So the only way that's going to change is for all of you to go out in droves, and vote to save the country. Steve Schmidt, a Republican, has got it right. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.